Alright guys, looks like I'm live. YouTube says I'm live, so I must be live, right? Welcome in. This is a little live show I do every week called Hanging with Dave. What is this, episode 48, I believe? Yeah, 48 this week. Imagine that. I've actually did this for 48 times already. Imagine that. Basically all it is I go down through the comments, what comments have been left on my videos for the past week. Kind of just have a chance to hang out with me. I answer your questions as they come in. Just for you guys that hasn't never caught the show before. There's a few disclaimers I want to throw out there. Throw them out the beginning of every live stream. I do drink me a cold Budweiser while I do the stream, so cheers to y'all. I hope the Sally's finding you well. Also, I am a truck driver by trade, so you may hear a little bit of foul language from time to time. I try to keep it to a minimal, but every once in a while you may hear it come out. Like I say, I try not to do it too much on the channel. So if either one of them two bother you, maybe this ain't the right stream for you. Also, what's this thing doing? Tell me I got a low bit rate going on. I don't know if I can change that on the fly or not. Let's try this. See if that helps. I don't know if I can change that on the fly or not. I ain't very good with the English language, let alone some of these YouTube handles, so if I butcher your name too bad, forgive me. Kind of overlook me, or you can get mad at me, whichever way you like to. When it comes to the questions, you know, if you're asking questions about, you know, I got this component or that component, overclocking and whatnot, it's, you know, it's hard for me to answer them kind of questions because your components is completely different than mine, and even if they was exactly the same, you still, the overclocking would be different. So just keep that in mind. And it says stream is healthy and excellent condition. Why am I getting warnings? Why is my playback messing up on me? But anyways, don't look like I'm dropping any frames. So we're going to jump into it here. We're going to start out with the comments that was left on the videos for the past week. If you guys want to throw anything in chat, be more than willing to throw them in. I'll read them as they come in or as I see them there. Let's get you flipped over here. Here we go. We got Hawaii Zona, I guess the way you pronounce it, overclocking the RAM. What kind of RAM modulars are you using? That was on overclocking the RAM. I'll have to look that one up and see what RAM modulars I was using, because I'm not too sure on what I was using on that video. But I will definitely look them up and definitely get back to them with the answer on that when I figure it out. The stream current bit rate is 6,256, which is lower than recommended. We recommend you stream at 9,500 kilobits. Well, why don't you guys make up your mind of what what you want me to stream at? Let's see here. Where's it at? Output, the kilobit. Alright, let's go with that. See if that stops it from doing what they want you to do. It should be at 9,500 kilobits, just like they say now. Let's see if that corrects it. I'll have to look them RAM modulars up and see which ones I'm actually using for that one. I'm not too sure on what RAM modulars I was using for that video. And I want to say it now, and I'll say it towards the end. I want to thank you all for the comments and the views and everything on the channel. I really appreciate it. The ones that subscribe, the ones that have subscribed, and the ones that are here with me today. Really appreciate the support. Thank you all so much. Next, we have Jacob Carney, how to update the BIOS. What if I'm already on F40? That all depends on, if you're on F40, you can go all the way to the top. I'm not really too sure on how to answer that because I'm not too sure on the question. If you're already on F40 and you're happy with the performance, you can stay on F40, or you can upgrade to all the way to the top if you like. That'd be up to you. I'm not too sure on how to actually answer that one. Now saying my stream is poor. I wish I'd make up my mind. Technical difficulties, you gotta love it. Let's see here. Well, I guess we'll take it and turn that down a little bit here. I think I used to do about 8,500 kilobits, I believe. Let's see what that does. See if that increases anything. Got hot ice on how to update the BIOS on the Gigabyte B450. Morning to you. I'm glad you caught me this morning. Glad you could join me here on the live stream. We got Hot Ice says, thanks, my friend. My BIOS just updated. Well, I'm glad that worked for you. I'm glad that get that performance out of your components that you're needing. And boy, I'm having all kinds of complications this morning. Says it's poor condition, but it seems like everything's going good. I don't know. Okay, we'll go on. We got Brian Gurvalko, I guess the way you pronounce that, how to update the ASRock motherboard. I need help from my ASRock B550M Steel Legend. After I updated it to the latest BIOS, not beta, my motherboard is slow. Like it is slow loading when it boots up. The Windows is so slow. I don't know what to do about it. Can you help me, please? If you update your BIOS, you probably need to go into the BIOS and turn on your fast boot if that's the only time it's slow. That'd definitely help you out on your boot up time if you're just turning it on for the first time. If you're restarting it, it makes a big difference. I'm gonna say that's probably what's happened. Whenever you updated the BIOS, it didn't turn your fast boot back on for you. That'd be my best suggestion on that one. So here, John Pudgett. How to overclock the Ryzen, page up and page down in the BIOS to change the settings. Yes, sir, you are correct. I've actually had quite a few people that has told me that, and you're right. That is one way to get them to change. And of course, that was on the first part 1 of part 3 of the series, which I didn't mean for it to be a 3-part series, but it ended up being a part 3 series. We have Lewis and Quinn Sylvan Vidillan. How to overclock your iGPU. Excuse me, could you tell me which BIOS version you were using at the time? I believe that was overclock my iGPU. That was on the latest. That was F50 at the time. That was the BIOS version that was on that motherboard at the time that I was doing that video, which was the latest version at the time, which I'm sure there's been other ones come out since then. Jesse Motion Pictures. How to overclock your RAM. Do you know the specs of the RAM for the GAEP whatever that big long letter is, G4SUD35 motherboard. Well, let's look up that motherboard here. We'll go into the specs of it here. HP and compact desktop PC motherboards. So it's our pre-built system. Oh, excuse me, guys. Form factor memory. 4 184-pin modulars, which means it's going to be DDR3. Supports PC 3200, 400 megahertz, PC 2700, 333 megahertz, PC 2100, 266 megahertz, DDR DIMM type. Maximum HP compact approved memory modulars is 4 gigs, 4 1 gig sticks. If that's right, if that's the right one, that would be what RAM it would support. Yeah, it looks like there sounds about right. Matt, hey, how you doing, buddy? Appreciate you joining me. Glad you came in today. Glad you're gonna hang out with me for a while here. Yeah, I'm a valued customer, my butt. I ain't a customer of you. Let's see here. We got Great Dozy. I'll update the BIOS. B450 Aorus Pro, question mark. That should work on the Aorus Pro. That should be, it's Gigabyte motherboard. So, the way I used the Q-Flash in that one for the Gigabyte motherboard should be the same on that one. That is a Gigabyte motherboard. So, yeah. Okay. With a question mark, yep, that should work for you. We have Ronell Siegeld, Asus Prime B550. The unboxing and overview of it. Hey Dave, is this compatible with the Ryzen 3 3200G? Saw the list said that APU is not included. However, I was just wanting to verify because I would like to build a PC with this motherboard, but as of right now, on a budget. I don't believe the B550 motherboards actually support the 2nd gen or the 2000 series. And then you're looking at the APU anyways. Let's go with the Prime B550. A Wi-Fi. I don't believe it does. We'll take that, put that in here, and we'll find their direct website. Let's see here, asus.com. Let's see here, specification, support. Let's go to the support. CPU and memory. 3100, 33, 3500, 3500X, 36, 36, 36, 35. Nope, it don't look like it's going to support that CPU. You'd have to go with a different motherboard to be able to run an APU system on it. Which is kind of strange because if you actually look at the motherboard, it actually got ins and outs for video. You got a WC and a DVI-D, but it don't support the APU. Don't make much sense, but yeah, by looking at their main web page here, it ain't gonna support that APU. And I don't think the B550 will actually support a 2000 series processor. And I know that processor's got 3000 in the name, but it's basically a 2000 series processor. It's just rebranded. It's the same thing as the 2200G. So yeah, that 3200G ain't gonna work in that motherboard. Who else we got here today? We have Scurfin. How to overclock your RAM. Only the last timing number 32 seems to be saving along with the voltage and megahertz. The rest of the timing numbers aren't saving. About the only thing I can say is make sure you hit and enter in between each number. If you ain't hitting enter, it won't save the numbers. Masker, yeah, 1878. How you doing today, bud? I've had my better days. It's been an interesting morning, which I'll get into that once I get through the comments, but it's been an interesting week and interesting Saturday for me, which we'll get into once we get out of the comments here if you want to stick around that long. Sarah Arvin, which I believe is watching, or she was in here earlier. We'll watch the full video tomorrow. Wanted to buy a cabinet for my PC. Good night from India. Well, good night that. And I hope you slept well that night. And I know my videos, they don't always go up when it's best for you guys to watch them. I understand that. We have Teeman 312 on the Cooler Master Masterbox MB311L. Great video. I have that case. Seems to be a pretty good case. You can actually still see it back there behind me. I haven't got the build done in it yet, but it seems to be a pretty good stable case for the price. I think it'll be alright. Which I haven't built it, so I really can't give you a fair opinion on it, but it seems to be alright. I'm here and you are reading my comment. Wow, yes I am. I read all of them, and I'll also answer back. I'll also take back to you here in usually a couple of days or so. I usually try to get back to y'all. We have Nathan Rodriguez, I guess the way you pronounce that. The unboxing of the MBL 300L. Awesome review as usual, man. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. We have Derek Spear. How to build a gaming PC in the Fractal Design Focus G in 2019. When you bought the motherboard, did you have to do the BIOS update to get the processor to work? I think that was the Gigabyte B450 MDS3H with the Ryzen 2400, and if so, no, I didn't have to update it. The B450 motherboards was set out at the same time that the 2000 series processors came out, so they work fine together right out of the box, so you don't have to update that. Would you suggest getting an RX 588 gig or a 5500 XT 4 gig to run with a Ryzen 3400G 4-core processor? I don't think you go wrong either way. I'd probably go with the RX 580 8 gig just because of that 8 gig buffer. I think that would be your best bet. Depending on the towers you play too, but with that 8 gig frame buffer, it's kind of hard to beat the RX 580. Yeah, I'm gonna get into that here in a little bit, but yeah, that's part of my problems for this week. Maybe change your camera angle. It looks more creative. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing some of that kind of stuff, but my camera issues why I'm looking a little dull today. Which I'll get into that here in a little bit. But the RX 588 gig or the RX 5500 XT, it all depends on your budget as far as that goes. The 5500 XT is a little bit newer processors, but the RX 588 gig got that 8 gig frame buffer, which a lot of games will utilize that 8 gig more than the 4 gig card. So I'd probably go with the RX 588 gig. Yeah, it's definitely a dull day for me today. Let's see here. Aspen Dixon on the last MBL 3L case unboxing. Suggest to keep a solid colored background for your unboxings. It will be less distracting. Okay, I'll take that into consideration. I could probably do that. I'll throw one solid color behind it when I'm doing. Maybe it will help. Maybe change. Okay, let's see here. Then we got 802 Garage. Says you overclocked the Ryzen 5 3600 with the Wraith Stealth Cooler. Says nice work. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. We have Edwin Dorate. I guess we pronounce that. That's the way I'm going to pronounce it anyways. How to overclock your RAM. Excellent. Yeah, that's the one I had to throw into Google Translate. Because that must be Spanish or something. Translate. There we go. We're going to put the paste up there. Excellent. Thank you very much. You are very welcome. I'm glad I could help you do that and get that RAM overclocked. Appreciate that. Flex Kimura, I guess, I don't know. How to update the Asus BIOS. This video helped a ton. Thanks, bud. Hope you are having a great day. Well, 18 hours ago, probably wasn't too bad a day because I was probably sleeping at that time. Matt, okay, thanks, Dave. Well, you're welcome, buddy. Yeah, I was having a pretty good day there 18 hours ago, I think. If my calculations are right. We have hello. What a name. At least I can pronounce that one. How to overclock your RAM. Mine doesn't show EMP and it's the same motherboard. I'm going to say it should be XMP instead of EMP. It ain't showing XMP. I'd check your RAM. Your RAM may not be an overclockable set of RAM. I know they're hard to find, but it does happen. There is RAM out there that still ain't overclockable. So I'd check the RAM, make sure it's overclockable RAM. If it ain't overclockable RAM, it ain't going to have an XMP profile to it. Or maybe the BIOS version that you're running as well. Could be doing that. And this one here is the latest one. Came in 2 hours ago. It kind of made me kind of scratch my head, but we got V35 Seddon, yeah. How to update your ASRock motherboard BIOS. It says mine will make the extracted file in the Internet Explorer, not in a file. Why? That depends on especially on the ASRock motherboards. There's like 3 different ways you can update them BIOSes. There's like 3 different ways you can update them BIOSes on them motherboards, and it depends on which file you downloaded. Or whenever you do go to extract them files, whenever you go to extract them files, you have to set them to put them in your download folder or wherever you want to put them whenever you extract them. But I'm going to say check your file type. Make sure it ain't that you got the right one. You know, that it ain't the internet-based one, the way you can update your BIOS through the internet, through the Windows desktop. I don't even know what motherboard I was using on that one. Let's get us a ASRock motherboard pulled up here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because all of them should be about the same here. ASRock B550M Pro 4. Okay, we'll use that as an example. Go to ASRock's website. Go to support. Or, and that ain't what I was needing. Hold on. I'll show you how to find what version of BIOS you're on. That's kind of good. That ain't what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the BIOS versions, the latest driver updates maybe. BIOS running. You gotta love ASRock. Finding repair MA webmaster links, BIOS updates. There we go. That should have it. He was asking about ASRock particular. Okay, this one here. Flip you guys over here. Show you what I'm saying. It says AB350 Pro. It don't really matter. I'm just using it as an example. You hit the download button. I don't care about all that. Go to your global. But right here is what I'm talking about. It says instant flash. As long as it says instant flash, it should whenever you go to extract them. Of course, I ain't running an ASRock motherboard. It's recognizing that. It may not let me download them. But whenever you go in and extract the files, there it is. No, let's put it in downloads. And we'll go into this one. Wait for that to download, which won't take long. Okay, throw that over here. And there's what I just downloaded. Hit extract all. And you have to pick where it goes to, which we'll put in the downloads. We'll hit extract. And when it extracts it, there's the file that you need. Why it's going to Internet Explorer type, I don't know. As long as it's the instant flash one, you should be alright. Which they have a whole thing on how to use their instant flash. Maybe he's downloading the kind that goes through the Windows 10 operating system, which would be a little bit different of a file. But anyways, I think that's about it for the comments. Let's see if we got anything fresh while I got you guys flipped over here. Alright, that's the last one. Nothing helpful review, likely spam, nothing. Alright, well, it didn't take too long. Sorry about that, guys. But anyways, someone brought up earlier that I was looking at a little doll today. And that's basically, if you caught last week's live stream, my camera kept shutting off on me. Which I still have it right here in my possession. The Lumix G85. I got to send it back for repair. For some reason, if you caught last week's stream or whatnot, you know, it kept telling me that please turn off the camera and turn it back on again. I did some research online. There's nothing on this particular model with that. And the only thing I could find is other types of cameras, but they're saying that, you know, it was the shuttle not wanting to shut right and whatnot that was causing it to do that. Of course, I don't take regular pictures of mine. The only thing I do with mine is video. And that's it costs one video that tells you to take it apart and this and that. It's a $700 camera. I've had it for a couple months. I might have to send it in for a repair. Hopefully it don't take too long. But that's why I'm looking kind of dull today. That's why the quality ain't quite up to where it usually is. I've actually had to pull out the C920, put it back up, re-download the Logitech software to be able to run the C920. But I got that thing boxed up, and I'm waiting for a reply for their email, through the email with an address to send it back to get that thing replaced. So So for the next couple of weeks, you may not, the quality of the videos and the live streams that I do may be down until I can get this thing back. I actually looked into buying another one, which I'm wanting another one of them anyways, if I get multi-angle camera angles going on doing my videos and whatnot. But that kit, when I bought that camera, was about $700. And now just to buy just the camera body without the rest of the kit's going for about $700, if you can even find them, which they're hard for me to even find. And if I spend the $700 on a new camera now, I got the 3070 launch coming up this Thursday. They should be coming up to be able to buy a 3070. So I'm kind of at the crossroads of, do I invest the money into buying another camera for my videos, or do I buy the 3070 for the content for the channel? You know, it's kind of a trade-off. You know, I really can't afford to do both right now. But I'd really like to have the 3070. The camera, you know, yeah, the content's gonna kind of suffer a little bit from my videos for the next couple weeks until I get this thing back. I don't know. I haven't really made up my mind if I'm just gonna buy another one. But then again, if I do buy another one, it's gonna take a couple weeks for it to get to me. You know, by then maybe this one will be back to me repaired. I don't know. Why did I choose going into computers? There's a video on my background on the channel. It kind of covers it pretty well. I didn't have a very good childhood, and video games was my way out of real life. It was a way for me to escape from the bullying, being picked on, and whatnot. So yeah, you know, but if you'd like to know how I got into computers and whatnot, you know, it's on the channel. Actually, it ain't a very old video. Let me see here. Flip you guys over. That's right here in my background, how I got started in computers. That pretty well tells the story. I kind of get emotional, and a lot of chops in that one. So I don't really want to get into it on the live stream. I've kind of covered that already. Go get the 3070 you want, brr. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Go get the 3070 you want. Yeah. Well, that's kind of the thing with the 3070. If NVIDIA hasn't straightened up their BS on their side and don't have cards available, I'm kind of taking a gamble with a 3070 to see if I can even get one or not. You know, I mean, like I said, you know, the content's going to suffer because I don't have my 4K camera now. But, I don't know. I'm hoping y'all kind of overlook at it if I decide to try to get the 3070. I really don't need the 3070. I mean, the 2070 Super that I got's doing great for what I need it to do. But it'd be nice to have the 3070 and be able to have as content on the channel when it first comes out instead of having to wait months for it or whatever. But that's part of what why my camera looks like it does. I know the quality ain't up to where it usually is. Are you into gaming? I enjoy my gaming. Right now, my biggest game is YouTube. As a small creator, just trying to get found and whatnot, you know, the videos and the live stream and whatnot takes up a lot of my free time. Yeah, so YouTube's kind of my game right now. I was playing Borderlands 3 there for a while. I enjoy my games. I wish I had more time to game. I want to say that you're probably one of the new guys around here, and I understand that. You know, I work anywhere from 50 to 70 hours a week at a full-time job. I drive truck. I don't have a whole lot of free time. What free time that I do have, I throw into my YouTube, trying to get this thing up and going. YouTube's kind of my game right now, because I don't have free time to do YouTube plus do any kind of gaming. So, you know, trying to get this YouTube thing up and going is is my main objective. That's kind of my game. And YouTube is a big game. I've been doing this for quite a while, which there's been some spots in between. But, you know, I'm hoping the channel grows. And I know it's going to. It's just going to take me time. Yeah, I hope my camera gets fixed pretty quick either way as well. Kind of, I don't know, I've only been using the 4K camera for quite a little bit, but, you know, I kind of got used to the quality of it compared to this 1080p, especially what this webcam is putting out. I actually thought about canceling the stream and not even working on videos until I got my camera back, but that wouldn't be good either because I don't know how long it's going to take. But yeah, I hope my camera gets done. I'm waiting for an email to send me an email to tell me where to send it to get it fixed, or if they're going to send me to the local camera repair shop, or what they're going to actually do with this thing. But it's under their warranty, so it's kind of like, you know, it's where they want it to be, or how they want to handle it. You know, you pay that kind of money for a camera and it's messing up already, you know. I mean, and I can't send it back to what I bought. I got it off of Amazon. I'm already past the return policy on it, so I can't do it that way. So I gotta wait for the warranty job on it. But yeah, YouTube's my biggest game right now. It takes up all my free time that I do have. I'm hoping to get back into gaming, but you know, we'll see where that goes too. We have any other questions or comments or concerns thrown over there in the chat? I'll be more than happy. You know, as far as computer fixes and how to fix this or how to fix that, I'll answer them the best I can that you got. Or anything you have to say, throw it over there in chat now. We're going to do a little bit of self-promotion here. Self-promotion is always a good thing, right? Don't stress about it. Quality ain't that bad. Yeah, I've kind of used the quality for quite a while on the channel, but bye. Take care. Now you take care too, bud. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with me for a little bit here this morning. But anyways, there ain't nothing else over there in the comments for the day. I'm going to wrap it up for the day. I know this is a little bit of a short one, but if you can't tell, side of my face is swelled up a little bit. I got a tooth infection going on, so yeah, I ain't feeling the best anyways. The BioShock series. I've never played BioShock. I've seen advertisements for it and whatnot, but I've never played it. As far as enjoying it, you know, did I like it? I've never played BioShock. From what I've seen of it, it's my type of game. I just haven't really had the time to really get into it, to really enjoy it. But no, I haven't never played the BioShock series. It looks pretty fun though. But I think I'm going to wrap it up for the day, guys. You know, make sure you go down and give me a like if you like this kind of content. Give me a dislike if you don't. There's a comment section. I'll go through them every weekend, just like I did today on today's live show. I'll go through them next Saturday. Hopefully 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and my job don't interfere with that, that is. You have a good one, the great. I'm glad you could hang out with me today. And if you like to, I don't put a whole lot up there, but I'm also on Instagram and Twitter. If you'd like to come over and follow me, there'll be links in the description below. If you'd like to come over there and follow me, you know, I'll put up photos and whatnot of stuff that I've got coming in. Kind of give you an idea of what's going on the channel, what kind of videos you can expect and whatnot. You know, if I got to cancel the live show, if I got to change the live show time, that's where I'll put that kind of information out as well. Kind of keep you up on what's going on with that as well. But with all that being said, you all enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream.